Hey Ashley, how you doing, honey?
Good, how are you?
Good. I started the recording. I haven't talked to you in a long time. I know you got sick and I know you had surgery. And can you tell me a little bit about that? And then what we're going to do is work on what we need to work on to help you.
Yeah. So
Okay.
I had this bump on the side of my face where my parotid gland is, about where your microphone is, and I kept dealing with it. It wasn't going away, and they had many scares saying could be lymphoma or cancer, and then 3 biopsies, and they all confirmed 100% not cancer. So I've been dealing with it, and then finally I went to another doctor that was an ear, nose, throat doctor, and he said, again, it's not cancer, but it needs to come out. It's a tumor in your parotid gland, and it'll just keep slowly growing. So I said, okay, did all the testing, scheduled surgery for June 20th, and went into surgery. And when they opened it up, it was totally different than what they thought, even though they had already done a fine needle biopsy on it. So surgery ended up being like 4 hours instead of two. So then I got obviously incredibly sick from the anesthesia, and they admitted me to the hospital. And when I finally was awake, they had come in and talked to me and said that there was a high chance this was a form of lymphoma, and they didn't catch it on any of the biopsies, and to go from there. And I was still out of it on pain meds and all sorts of stuff. So I came home and I was still sick for a week. And when I went to my follow up appointment a week later, he said, "This is out of my diagnosis. I'm an ear, nose, throat doctor. I'm pretty sure this is lymphoma, but I don't know. And you need to see a hematologist." So I went to a hematologist and he had no information and just basically told me, this could be lymphoma or it could be something else. Go do all these tests. So I just kept getting left with unanswered questions and given more questions, basically. So I went and did all the testing, and that took a few weeks. And then when I went back for the final diagnosis, I was pretty much convinced that it wasn't going to be, because I had already had 3 biopsies, and I thought that maybe it was just something else and there was something weird going on. So when I went back, he said, yes, it was B cell non-Hodgkin's lymphoma, and that it's slow growing, but that it is there, and that I needed to see a radiologist to get a treatment plan for radiation. So I did that and saw 9 other doctors, and
Wow.
as of Monday, I started radiation.
Okay. And how are you feeling?
Yesterday I was really sick. I had a fever and my body hurt and I was exhausted. And today I'm feeling much better. Um, so it's day by day is completely different. Just the whole process of understanding and coping and just even wrapping your head around what happens and what the diagnosis is a task in itself.
Yeah. Do you have somebody driving you back and forth, or are you doing this yourself?
I'm driving myself back and forth.
Do you have somebody that can drive you?
No, everyone works. It's 5 days a week at 10 in the morning this week and at 10:45 in the morning for the next 2 weeks. But
Okay.
they said that I should be fine. I mean, I may feel sick, but um, I should be fine to drive.
Good.
So
Okay.
I'm just going with that.
Okay. There's a couple things that I would like to do that have come to me is I would like to release all the trauma and everything for everything you've been through for really the last couple of years this has been going on, hasn't it?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'd like to release all the trauma from that. And then there's something that's called like separation of healthcare. And what it does is it releases all the judgments about all of it so that you can use all different types of treatments, whatever you feel good with, without thinking only one kind works, and not saying that you are believing that because we're here. But what it will do is open you up to allow all these different types of modality, doctors, energy work, everything else to help you for the highest and best way for you. Is that okay?
Absolutely.
Okay. And then I'm just going to connect with you and find out what else we need to do. But I want to release all the trauma from the surgeries and everything else you've been going through.
Okay.
Okay. So, as you know, when I'm doing this, I want you to focus on anything that comes up. And I want to teach your body how to accept the treatments it's getting without getting toxified on top of it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
So,
absolutely.
so, so that the radiation works really good for you without overloading your body with toxins.
Okay.
And I'm hearing to clear you of the fear of the future, um, about what this means, and any fears that you think that it's going to continue. So you can totally allow your body to work in the now and completely heal this, okay?
Okay.
Because if you keep thinking about battling it in the future, you don't want that energy around it. You know what I mean? You want it to know that it's ending now.
Yeah.
I'm going to clear any anger towards yourself for this. You mad at your body?
Yeah.
Okay. So think about that, okay? I'd also like to do the total body connection. Is that okay?
Yeah.
It'll help strengthen your connection with your body, and it'll be easier for you to talk to your body.
Okay.
When I started talking to my body, it told me off. But it was good because I could see and connect with what I needed to work on.
Yeah.
Because we have these belief systems that we're not even aware of that we have. And when I did the total body connection, I was brought into my toes to see it totally function. I was brought into my brain to see that function. And then my thought went into my spleen, and my spleen started yelling at me. It says, "What are you doing in here? You don't even think I'm important." I went, "Oh my God, you're right." So, and then a couple of weeks later, I was in my kidneys, and my kidneys were yelling at me, saying, "You think we're your dad's kidneys? Stop it. We're yours." And these were beliefs and things I was plugged into, and I didn't even know it. I didn't even realize it. And my body told me what I was doing.
Wow.
So, the total body connection, go in and start talking to your body, okay? And you'll find out what you need to work on. All right?
Okay.
Yeah, I'm getting a lot of anger for your body. You're so beautiful, but you get frustrated with yourself that you're not perfect, and you see imperfections in yourself. Is that
Yeah.
right? Can we let that go? Would you like to let that go?
Yeah.
You're so beautiful, Ashlie.
Thank you.
I'm going to bring in just the energy of I am beautiful, okay?
Yeah.
Because we're just going to replace all that self-judgment. You have the organ rejuvenation activation, right?
I think so.
Use it and think about your blood when you're doing it.
The organ rejuvenation.
Mm. And your glands and just, everything healing. Just bring those thoughts in. I don't want to do too much on you because I don't want to knock you out. Um, I'm just going to finish these up, and when the energy stops, we'll call it a day,
Okay.
and I'll work with you in a couple more days if you want to, okay?
Okay.
But you can, I don't even know that I do another activation today, because you have like 4 or 5 things you're going to be integrating already with what we started.
Okay.
Do you have any questions?
No.
How are you?
Okay.
Can we also give you the knowing that you can heal instantly?
Yes.
Have you done Newton's Law yet?
Mm, not yet.
It's okay. Newton's Law is about being on molecules and knowing you're just light. So that
Mm,
also helps in the healing process. That should be in the health package.
yeah, I don't think I got to it yet. I think I'm at. Um, they're playing all of them in alphabetical order. So
Oh, okay.
I'm at I'm at Mother Earth,
You're
and
at Mother
then
Earth?
yeah, and then, so it's Mother Earth, Mother Mary, and then Newton's Law.
Oh, okay. Oh, you're pretty far along then if you're in the M's.
Yeah, I'm 34,
Good.
and then after Newton's Law is the organ rejuvenation.
Yeah. Yeah, do those tomorrow when you come home.
Okay.
But I mean, it's up to you. If you want to do more today, go for it. I mean, it's only 1 in the afternoon, and really the only thing you have to do is drive back and forth from your appointment, so you can go for it. And since you're already on M, I mean, you've been doing enough of the energy work, you should be able to handle it.
Okay.
And if you get tired, you'll just turn it off, you know? So it's totally up to you.
Okay.
Just listen to your guidance. Okay. So about the Noni and stuff, I'm going to stop the broadcast and then
Okay.
I'll continue talking to you.